Okay, lean in really closely. You know how it feels as though design has gone on a repeat in clothing and in interior design and so on. And we even hear in particularly in the public speaking arena, there's nothing new to say. It's all been said. But that's the model talking. And the model is my work. It's actually a term that I coined, which is about control. And if you want, follow the links, you can learn more and look on my bio page and scroll down. You can skip the bio if you want. There are definitions of my work there that will help you understand the full component of understanding what this control means. But we really are at a space where it is hard for us to create new things. Yes, indeed, we are. People are creating all the time. But meaning in our society, with messaging that is moving us into more of an expansive state and thinking that also expands us, we are at a limit, and that is by design. And no, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but the problem there is it has been literally governed. That's not a funny word in this moment right now, but we haven't been able to come to new ideas, and where we're headed in the long-term pattern of what has actually been happening since the mid 80s. And it sums up before 2030, a bit before that. What we're really doing is we're moving into a pattern that is more of our humanness, even though all signs and the magic 8 ball point to it might seem as though we are moving into more spiritual behavior as a human. And to me, that's not what's happening. We're moving beyond what is spiritual into our extraordinary humanness, which I think we think of as flawed and all these things. But the truth of it is not perfect, but it is ideal for how we move forward and how we're motivated and how we think and how we, most importantly, expand. So the movement through that will provide that we do have new ideas hitting the scene. And when you start to see that more and more, or even in little tiny ways now, you can start to understand for yourself, you are seeing the precursor to what's coming, which is a lot of good change, a lot of powerful ways to express ourselves. And I know people don't like change, and it's scary to think about people expressing themselves in all sorts of ways. But I'm going to tell you, this is not going to scare you. It's exactly what you've been waiting for. Even if you hate all expression, it will be something that you won't believe. And it is quite literally where the pattern is headed. So don't fight it. There are going to be new things. And my work, in case you are hiring a public speaker, is something different and new. I spent 22 years observationally researching with the intent of why don't all people thrive? And as a side part to that, which kind of became the bigger part, if one were to collapse narcissism, how indeed would they do that? How would they go about it? And through observing what that was in my own world and with my clients and whatnot, I came to see exactly how that happens. And I wrote a forthcoming book. It will be out in September 16th of 2025 this year. And it really notes this precursor level of how to move into what is beyond all the problem that we've been having and what was paved over so many times. We lost literally sense of self. And that's why you hear a lot of people talking about presencing. I promise you that's not really talked about in my book because I don't agree with that exactly. I think that gets us confused instead of just diving in as who we are. Okay, I hope that this has intrigued you and that you have a little bit more understanding of why there actually are new things to share. But we are tapped out because our world placed limit based on this model, which is really expressed only through control, right? And that is the problem. It's not that there aren't more ideas and we're tapped out and that's it. No, there are way more ideas and it's coming. Okay, like, share, follow, do all the things. And I also have to say that together we'll collapse narcissism. And it is important because it serves nobody. It serves no one. So let's do that together. Okay.